Alan, can we just ask you a question? This is going to seem a little bit left of centre for you because you're coming in on a different conversation, but I never knew that in Los Angeles they shut the clubs and pubs down pretty early, like 2 a.m. Is that true?
Yeah, they do. 2 a.m. They don't want anyone to have too much fun in this town, so they lock it down pretty early.
So you're doing gigs, and you must be on stage pretty early for the venue to be shut and empty by 2.
Yeah, well, the shows go a little earlier here, and then, fortunately, your tour, you play a different city every night, so if you don't like that town, you're in another one.
Yeah,
true.
And what's a party town? Where is everyone out all night just going nuts?
Jared's house.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the craziest party town in America is either Miami, South Beach, or Vegas.
Oh, of course.
Of course, Vegas. And then I always forget about Miami, and then I see J-Lo, getting around the place going nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting place to go, and the thing about Vegas, though, people go there and they think they're supposed to do something incredibly stupid. So
it's pretty much
it's a free-for-all, it's pretty funny.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story, and I don't know any of the names, so I hope you still get it, because I can't remember them. There's a girl who used to work here, and her boyfriend is in a band, and there was a bunch of Australian boys, and they decided, bugger this, we're going to go to America, buy a mobile home, and live the dream. We're going to do gigs, and we're going to live in this mobile home, and we're going to have no money, and we're just going to give it a go. Somewhere along the line, they did some sort of support spot for 30 seconds from Mars. Is it from Mars?
To Mars.
To Mars. And you were so nice to them at the gig, okay, they were stoked. They're like, Jared Leto, he's so great.
Nice.
Fast forward months, you ran into them somewhere, you called them over, went, hey, come, you guys.
Yeah.
And you were nice to them again, just like a normal person. Why do people like Perez Hilton hate you and say you're nasty when you're not?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just entertainment. Maybe it's part of the business. But we've had some great bands on the road, and I always love Australian people. I don't know what it is. I have an Australian assistant. Maybe I'm a wannabe Aussie or something, but I just think Australian people are incredibly cool and full of life, and I don't know, there's something I like about Australia and the people.
Well, the band that Michelle was talking about was Stereophile.
Oh, thank you.
Do you remember those guys?
Okay, yeah, of course.
And Adam Perry is his name. Was it, is it the kind of music you do, or is it a snobbery about actors who want to be musicians? Because I was saying earlier, honestly, when I first read it in the back pages of a magazine that was raving on about you breaking up with Cameron Diaz, so it was, not the classiest musical publication ever, but I read that you were singing in a band, and I thought, oh, God, here we go. And I am now a massive fan of your music, so...
Thank you.
Is that, is there just some kind of bias against people trying to do two things?
I think there is a little bit of a stereotype that goes on, but maybe it's okay that it's there. Maybe there's a good reason for it, because there may have been a lot of bad examples, and I think that with time, people like you can make up their own opinion when they hear the music, and the scale kind of writes itself. And as far as negativity, it's just part of what comes along with it. Whether you're the biggest star in the world or just up and coming, you probably have to deal with you deal with a lot of positive stuff, and you deal with some negative stuff, and you deal with a lot of stuff that's just completely untrue or has nothing to do with who you really are. There are people that have opinions about me that I've never met, I've never spent time with, I don't know friends of theirs, and they just kind of...
It's so weird, isn't it?
I think maybe it's just showbiz. I don't know.
How do you deal with things like that, Jared? If say one of your friends tells you, have you read this article about you? Do you just block it out? Do you ignore it?
Well, sometimes it gets frustrating, but I've been doing it for a while now, so I tend to not put much worth into it. The thing that always concerns me is that if people actually believe it, or if they know that it's just titillating silliness or something, So I think at the end of the day, the truth always comes out, and you hear from people like the story you just said. Hey, I met that guy. He actually wasn't that bad, and didn't seem like a jerk to me, or whatever it is. I think that the truth, on the surface.
Well, Jared, thanks for chatting to us, mate. This Is War, the CD, is out December 4. Does that mean we can see you in the country soon, performing and things?
Yeah, I very much hope so. The last time we came down and played Horton Pavilion in Sydney and did the MTV Awards, and we've had a great time with Australia so far, and we're looking forward to coming back. Our new CD is out real soon, and we're incredibly excited about coming back and touring and playing some shows down there.
Are you making some more beautiful videos before you go? You put a lot of time and energy and money into the videos that go with your music, and they're stunning. We're going to keep going with that?
I appreciate it. I'm actually headed to the edit room right now to try and finish up the edit of the video, which we shot a couple of weeks ago. And this is kind of our love letter to Los Angeles, and it's a journey through the streets of L.A. from downtown to the Pacific Ocean, and we're wrapping that up right now.
Is there a song about the club shutting at 2 a.m.? There's got to be somewhere on that.
No, I'm going to leave that to someone who can, get the fourth floor going. And
give it justice. Do it justice. Come to Australia and do a video about glassings. We'll explain that when you get here. Thanks, Jared.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
See you,
Cheers, Jared.
Meanwhile, in the